Hey guys, and welcome back. Today we are doing a day in my life as a work from home mom, kind of a behind the scenes of what my days look like when Sydney's in school and I am working as a content creator behind the scenes. So I hope you guys enjoy this peek into my days, my work days, and kind of what goes on, behind the scenes as a YouTube mom. So I do start my days off with waking up just a tad bit before Sydney. This day, Sydney actually woke up a little bit before I would typically wake her up. So I try to get myself a little bit ready, at least dressed, and fix either my hair or my makeup. And then I'm also filming a bunch of Sydney's school lunches. So that's what I was doing this morning. While I was packing her lunch to go to school, I was filming it and getting my camera all set up and ready. I know it is. Ooh, it's a frosty one. It's a frosty one. Okay, get in, kiddo. Quick, quick, quick. So we did our little morning routine, which I have filmed as well, and I'll link in the description box below if you guys want to see like my full morning routine with getting her ready for school and whatnot. I did try to like spruce up my bed head a little bit, but I haven't done any makeup. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Actually, this morning Sydney woke up just a tad bit early, and I actually slept in just like 10-15 minutes. I slept in a little later. I do like to try to get myself ready first thing, whether it be before I drop Sydney off at school or right when I come home, and that way I am ready to tackle my work day. Doing my makeup is one of those things where for the longest time it felt so like such a hard task to get done, and I wouldn't do, but as I get into the routine of doing it, I realize it literally only takes me 10 minutes, not even, maybe 7 minutes. And it just makes the world of a difference on how I feel, how productive I am, and like my energy levels and whatnot. So I highly recommend, if you work from home, getting yourself ready, even if you don't have to see anyone. Now that I wear my hair curly, I do shower more often in the morning, but I showered last night. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put on my body oil. I do this daily now, whether it's like right out of the shower or in the mornings. I always apply my body oil from Osea. You guys, I'm newly obsessed with this. I have the world's worst dry, flaky, itchy skin, especially in the winters, well, in the fall and winter. Over the last few weeks, the humidity is like non-existent and it's really cold. So that's when my skin, hair, lips, everything just dries up on me. So I've been trying out for like a month or so now, or a few weeks, the Osea Undaria Algae Body Oil, and I just love it so much, you guys. It's not greasy. It's the best hydration for my skin. My skin is like youthful looking now versus flaky and pale and horrible looking. And I actually don't have any calluses on my knees, which is pretty incredible.
I'm so excited to be partnering with Osea in today's video, and they did give me a discount code, TRECHICMAMA10, for 10% off, and I have a link in my description box below, of course. What makes the Undaria algae body oil unique is that it's made with Undaria seaweed, which is super nourishing and rich in antioxidants, and like all of Osea's products, it's clean, vegan, cruelty-free, and made in California.
A little does go a long way. I definitely use more when I'm straight out of the shower and my skin's like extra dry. And I usually put this on when I'm, you know, not dressed or anything, but for the purpose of this video, I'm just gonna go ahead and roll up my sleeves. It helps my dry skin, like my dry elbows. It smells so good. It's like citrus passion fruit scent, and the scent does wear down if you are sensitive to smells, but it's not greasy. My skin absorbs it really well, and you can totally put this on after you get out of the shower and then get dressed just within a couple of minutes, versus for me, when I put lotion on, I don't know if anyone else is like this, but when I put lotion on my skin, it becomes so sticky and just like an actual disaster when I'm trying to get dressed and put my jeans on. It's like makes me so irritable. I had no idea that I would really love body oil this much. I've tried one in the past and it definitely was a little bit greasy for me, and it wasn't nourishing. Like this one's actually moisturizing and nourishing, and it doesn't just sit on top of my skin. It absorbs it, and my skin is youthful and like actually nourished and moisturized. So I go ahead and put that all over my body. I put it on my legs, my knees, my stomach, just everywhere, especially straight out of the shower. I just lather myself in it, but a little does go a long way. So like for my legs, for one leg, I'll use 2 pumps. For an arm, I'll do like maybe 1 pump, maybe a little less. And then my stomach. So a little does go a long way. You definitely don't need a lot to see amazing results, and it spreads really well too. It's not like it just sticks to one spot. It spreads and it's easily, you know, absorbed.
After I get myself ready for the day is when I will sit down and look through my phone for emails and DMs that needed to be responded to. I do have a management team that gets most of my emails, but I still have a ton that I need to respond to, forward, or like address. And then I will, of course, go ahead and look at my planner and write down any new tasks that need to be done, and then look at what deadlines I have coming up as well. Today I was writing out my women's holiday gift guide ideas, so I was writing that on my to-do list and anything that needed to be sent for links for approval, for brand approval and whatnot, and I do work with my management team to get all of those things handled.
So once I go through my to-do list, my planner, and my emails, if I have some editing to do, this is when I will do it. I try to get a lot of editing done during the day while Sydney's at school, or during the day in general, because I despise editing at night, because that's my like, I mean, we all deserve unwinding time before bed, right? So I'm really trying my best to go ahead and edit while I have time during the day. So I have this one video that I have to just make a couple of edits to, and then I can go ahead and get it exported and ready for YouTube. I get a lot of questions on what I use to edit. I use Final Cut Pro. That's just me. I bought it a long time ago because I felt like I needed it. You know, I felt like I needed to be like this YouTuber who bought her program. You can totally use iMovie. A lot of big YouTubers use iMovie. And that is free if you have like an Apple product. As far as music goes, I use Epidemic Sound. You have to pay for that monthly, and it's just royalty-free music that you can use on YouTube without getting like copyright claims on you, because you cannot use copyright claimed music. You won't get monetized, you'll get taken down by YouTube. Anyway, So that is what I do as far as editing goes. And I'm gonna go ahead and finish up editing this, my Sunday routine video. And I do have to also import the footage that I filmed this morning from Sydney's lunches. I'm compiling the footage. I haven't edited that video yet, but I am like compiling the footage into, off of my memory card into my computer, so.
Yesterday, there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now, there's something in the air, and a sparkly shimmer on our skin.
I'm just about finished editing this video. I'm just doing a final watch through to make sure it's okay. And I just got a text from my manager about a product, and she says, hi, let me know your thoughts on this. And she sent me a link to the product. So what I do then is click on the link, I check out their website. My management company is really good at like vetting these companies, so like they're not going to send me an offer or say like, what are your thoughts on this if it's not a reputable company. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and check out this company, this product, go check out their Instagram and see like what other people are saying. It's something that I would be interested in, that I think you know, would fit my lifestyle. And so that's what I'm going to go ahead and do right now, and then get back to her in just a second, and then probably get this video exported. I am freezing. I need to turn my heat up.
Restoring everything within. Oh, dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy.
I decided not to move forward with this product because it was just something that I just am not into really. Other people might love, it might be an amazing product, but just personally it doesn't fit my lifestyle or myself. So I said no to that one, which happens kind of often. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and get this video exported and uploaded to YouTube for when I am ready to publish it.
On our tiptoes, undercover, agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all.
So my video is now exporting, and while my computer is occupied and working on that, I'm gonna go ahead and I just have some dishes in the sink here from Sydney's breakfast and making her lunch and whatnot. I'm gonna go ahead and like fill the dishwasher. I think that's full of dirty dishes, ready to be full. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I usually plug in Alexa and put on music just to get my, keep my energy and motivation going.
Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align, we lose track of time. Head up high, now we climb. Oh, dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover, agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all. A bigger scale, the world in hand.
So putting away the dishes took 2 seconds. Another thing that I actually do daily, if not every other day, daily, it depends, is I keep records of all of my tax stuff, like my income, my expenses and things for business, and I use QuickBooks. So I have the app right on my phone. Of course I have it on my computer as well, and I keep track of like mileage and whatnot. So I've really tried to stay really organized. I go ahead and enter some receipts and I have it linked directly to my bank account. It's so easy. So I can just go ahead and look at all of my transactions and say, okay, that was income, that was an expense, like I bought a new camera, I bought an SD card, something like that, you know, work expense and all of that. So I'm gonna go ahead and go through and enter, you know, just make sure that I stay up to date. So I try to do this daily, if not every other day. Like if transactions happen on Friday, I might not see it in my account until Monday. So I try to do this daily to keep up with it, and so that tax season, like when I go to do my taxes, it's all, you know, mostly organized and in there, and I'm not scrambling and having to go back months and months. So.
As we go, I wouldn't want it any other way, no. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond no. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy.
All right, so I just did a little bit more editing. You guys, I had to turn my heater on up here. For some reason, this living room is just, it's always so cold, but anyway, so I put my jacket on. I am answering some questions that I asked you guys over on Instagram. I've already answered several in the edit, like in the making of the video, but I'm gonna answer a couple here. Tips and settings for taking selfies on an actual camera. So I have like a camera phone tripod that came with a remote, a Bluetooth remote, and that is all I do. I usually take my pictures with either my iPhone, like this one actually, right here. I took that one with my iPhone and I set it up on a little tripod, set my phone there, and I had a remote in my hand that was probably behind Sydney's head. So that's how I took that one. And if I use my big camera, it's just the same situation. I just have a different remote that goes to my camera, and yeah, set it up on a tripod and click it with the remote. That's how I take my like selfies. Does Sydney ever not want you to film? No, I've been doing this ever since she was born. She did go through a phase where she didn't want to be on camera, but the older she gets, the less she's on camera anyway. Like when she was little, I wanted to film everything. It was so cute. And like now, as she gets older, I just give her more privacy, and it's less about her and more about like me and our life that way. But she really doesn't care. She actually likes to ham it up and see herself in the viewfinder. She always refers to you guys as you guys. It's cute. What is your routine when posting? Do you have suggestions and tips on how to build your channel? So I don't have a ton of videos on deck, which is the reason why I don't have like an upload schedule right now, because if I am filming sponsored content, sometimes the company can review it the same day or within like 24 hours, and sometimes it could take them an entire week to you know, get the approval and then go back and forth, and weekends and holidays and all of that. So it's proven to be really difficult for me to find an upload schedule. And then sometimes they'll want you know, posting on specific days. So I don't know, maybe someday, but right now it's just really hard for me to get an upload schedule. And how to build your channel is just consistency. Like, I know everyone says it, but like, it's true. YouTube algorithm, and you know, you just have to post constantly and consistently. The times that I don't post consistently, or if I only post like one time a week, I notice a significant difference in my views and my engagement, in how YouTube pushes out my videos to my subscribers. A lot of people ask, what's the hardest part about my job? I don't know. Like, I love my job so much, and when you love your job, like even the hardest parts are like, it's not negative. I would say the hardest parts are sometimes when you're feeling blah. Like for me, when I'm in the winter time and I'm dealing with, you know, yuckiness. And when I'm dealing with like lack of motivation, that's really, really difficult because I'm feeling like, well, I don't have anything interesting to film. I might not have any ideas. Like, what can I film? When you're feeling really yucky and overwhelmed and kind of depressed. So that's the hardest part of the job for me. And that's just like a personal thing that I deal with. But otherwise, I don't know. I think that's it. Just when I'm not feeling it, but knowing I have to produce in order to provide for my family, you know? Do you get tired of always having to explain your profession and defend it? No, because I don't feel like I do that often. I mean, I definitely do, and I talk about like the need for sponsorships and all of that. In the beginning, it was more uncomfortable. I feel like it's more widely accepted and known nowadays, whereas in the beginning, you know, people were like, oh, ads, blah, blah, blah. But that's literally, I mean, that's literally part of my job and how I, you know, so no, I don't get tired of it because I feel like nowadays I don't have to do it. How long are your videos unedited straight from the camera? Time it takes to edit and to end? Actually, I just imported the footage from this video right now and I have about an hour and a half worth of footage right now. Probably whittle it down to like 20 minutes. Time it takes to edit a video, it varies. A super simple vlog might only take like 2 hours to edit. A video like this one, it might take like 6 hours to edit. Like it totally depends. But yeah, it could take me all day to edit, that's for sure. Making a thumbnail could take like an hour because I'm finding screenshots to videos and then I have to like drop them to myself, and then I use PicMonkey to make my thumbnails. So then like putting them into PicMonkey and changing the font and all of that. So yeah, that could take like an hour, but it takes a long time. Why did you decide to work with a management team and do you like it? So they actually reached out to me. I decided to sign on with them because I thought it would be a really great opportunity to take some workload off of me. And just because I was ignoring like every email that came in for opportunities for partnerships, brand partnerships, I was ignoring like all of them. I had hundreds and hundreds of emails just coming through, and taking the time to like vet these and to like do the research and figure out if I wanted to partner with these brands that I didn't know was just way too daunting for me. And I just decided I needed someone to take that over for me, and it's honestly been the best decision ever. Of course, they take a percentage, you know, for themselves. 1000% worth. They deserve all of the percentage that they take because of the work they put into this. But yeah, I absolutely love my management team. Those are the questions I'm gonna answer. I'm gonna wrap up this video. I have a couple of hours until I have to pick Sydney up from school, and I'm basically just gonna edit the rest of the day. I hope you guys enjoyed this little peek into kind of what I do, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.
On our tiptoes.